Hello and welcome to another edition of Kryptonite. I'm Colton and today I'm with Leo. How you doing today, Leo?
Very well, Colton. Hello. Welcome back to everybody to Kryptonite channel. So today we are going to talk about render, RNDR. So what's render, Colton?
Yeah, so at the end of the day, Render is a distributed peer-to-peer GPU compute network. The network connects creators who require additional computation power for rendering their scenes, and connects providers who offer their GPU power for rendering tasks. Providers receive RNDR tokens as compensation for their GPU computing resources. Render is an ERC20 utility token. It is used to pay for animation, motion graphics, and VFX rendering on the Render network.
Thank you very much, Colton. What about history and performance regarding to this project?
Yeah, so the idea was kind of brought to light in 2009 by Jules Urbach. I apologize if I butchered that name. He's the CEO of OTOY, a Los Angeles tech company specializing in GPU-based software solutions. The aim of Render was to use blockchain technology to optimize GPU usage globally, not just for proof of work and other blockchains. Render facilitates the connection between media creators in need of computing power for rendering and users with the idle hardware who want to monetize it. Render tokens are utilized to pay users for providing their GPU power for rendering jobs. For new users unfamiliar with crypto, RND offers an easy entry by using RND credits, which can be purchased using PayPal and Stripe through the Render portal. Render credits are backed by RNDR tokens acquired from exchanges by the RNDR team, and node operators receive RNDR tokens as a payment for their work when creators use RNDR credits. The initial coin offering took place around October 6th to October 12th in 2017, and they sold about a total of 4.6 million RNDR tokens at about a 25-cent USD per token. In March 2018, the team announced a total of 536 RND tokens to be minted in the ecosystem, and a contract migration process began with a 1-to-1 migration ratio between old and new contracts. The Genesis mainnet release occurred on June 24th, 2019, transitioning the project from the Rospin testnet to the Ethereum mainnet. In March 2020, the team purchased 4.5 million RND tokens on the Probit exchange, capitalizing on market opportunities at that time. The final product was launched in April 20 and is accessible at www.rndr.otoy.com. The main function of RND Network is to facilitate complex GPU-based render jobs or tasks. The rendering process is distributed and processed on a peer-to-peer network. This decentralized approach makes rendering and streaming 3D environments, models, and objects simpler for end users. And by utilizing RNDR tokens, the transactional process of rendering becomes more efficient and streamlined. So you can pretty much get RNDR in any centralized crypto exchange. The most popular is probably MEXC, and other popular options are Gate.io and Bidget. The all-time high price was about $8.78 November 21st, and the all-time low price was about 0.036 cents on June 16th, 2020. They have a market cap of 688 million, a total supply of about 531 million right now, a max supply of about 531 million right now, and a circulating supply of 369 million. The market sentiment of Render is bullish.
Thank you very much, Colton. And what about on-chain data for Render?
So again, we're going to compare Render to Ethereum for the past month, but here's some information on Render and their on-chain data. The Render network initially focuses on GPU-accelerated rendering jobs, but is now addressing the growth demand for compute power and machine learning tasks. They want to cater to this demand. The network introduced RNP004, which proposes implementing a network API to allow external clients access to Render's GPU's resources. Antbit.io, a distributed machine learning compute protocol in Solana, serves as an alpha test case for RNP, utilizing Render's GPU. By implementing the API, Render becomes a provider of accelerated cloud computing, enabling other compute protocols to access its GPU resources. This move benefits the Render Foundation and its community as they don't need to build distributed training or inference protocol themselves. Instead, they can rely on antfit.io to access the network's GPUs, allowing them to focus on their core competencies while benefiting from the demand of machine learning compute. With the implementation of the new burn and mint equilibrium token module, the usage of Render's GPU will increase, leading to more burning of RNDR tokens, which benefit token holders. The proposal also strengthens Render's position in the market as the largest distributed GPU network. So as you can see here, Render compared to Ethereum in the last month, Render real volume is down about 81%. Where Ethereum is down about 52%. Render's market cap dominance is down about 17%, where Ethereum is down about 3%. RNDR Sharp ratio is down about 7% for the month, where Ethereum is up about 441%. Render's volatility is down about 29%, where Ethereum's volatility is up about 1%.
Thank you, Colton. What about latest news regarding to Render?
Yeah, so AI coins pump as Elon Musk launches ChatGPT competitor. What's next for RNDR, FET, and AGIX? Several cryptocurrencies with strong AI use cases, including RNDR, AGIX, and FET, experienced a pump due to the positive AI news. Elon Musk, the CEO of Twitter, Tesla, and SpaceX, announced the launch of a new generation generative AI startup called XAI, which will be a competitor to OpenAI's ChatGPT. Musk's entry into the AI race brought fresh attention to the AI sector and AI-focused cryptocurrencies like Render, AGIX, and FET. AGIX is the token used in Singularity's decentralized AI-focused crypto ecosystem. FET is an ERC20 crypto token that powers Fetch AI's power platform for creating and deploying smart agents for Web3 automation. The Render analysis. So Render initially experienced a pump when the Musk news broke, but later reversed more than 3% lower on the day. The cryptocurrency is currently trading around $1.93 below its 2150 and 100-day moving averages, and potentially forming a breakout between a medium-term structure. If it breaks below this structure, it may face a near-term drop towards support around $1.60. So AGIX analysis from this, crypto news from Elon. AGIX is encountering significant medium-term resistance in the form of downtrend from March highs. It's also facing resistance at its 21 and 50 days, which could attract bears looking to add short positions. A potential retest of June's low near about 17 cents, around 25% below current levels at about 23 cents is possible. The FET analysis from this news from Elon is testing a long-term downtrend, trading just above about 21 cents below its 21 and 50-day numbers. It could potentially drop back to yearly lows around about 16 cents, representing a roughly 25% decline from current levels. So Mr. Hanky Coin. So Mr. Hanky Coin is a new meme coin themed on South Park's character Mr. Hanky, a sediment piece of feces and former Christmas delight in the cartoon. The project has been gaining popularity ahead of stealth pre-sale launch accessible to anyone. The coin is already gaining traction on social media and the Telegram community is growing. The project aims to raise about $500,000 through the sale of 40% of its 1 billion token supply, valuing its token at about about 1.25 million, leaving potential room for a pump. Limited token availability in the pre-sale may create pent-up demand and FOMO for its DEX launch. The project pledges to lock 40% of the token supply in DEX liquidity, ensuring smooth trading and avoiding rug pulls. Backed by a savvy marketing team, the coin is already receiving media coverage on reputable platforms.
Thank you very much, Colton. And what about staking Render, in this case, on centralized exchange?
Yeah, it's definitely possible, Leo. And, like Boris and I have said, and you as well, is it worth the risk? And realistically, I mean, you can take a look at the APY, and is it really worth the risk of potentially losing, your entire portfolio? BitTrue gives you about 5%, CoinW gives you about 3%, Gate.io gives you about 0.87%, and Binance gives you 0.12%. So yes, it's definitely possible at the end of the day, Leo. Do we recommend it? Probably not. But again, we're not financial, advisors or stuff. We're not recommending you do anything. But what I want you guys to do is, take a deep dive, make an educated decision, look at other Discords, look at other YouTube videos, and make a decision from there. But realistically, for me, it's just not worth, the possibility of losing my portfolio. I've already happened once before. I'm not going to make that mistake again. So, for 5%, it isn't really, making me jump out of my seat at the end of the day, if that makes sense.
Thank you, Colton. And what about price prediction for the next few years regarding to this network?
Yeah, so realistically, we potentially see this coin hitting a 15x in a perfect utopia, a perfect world. Yes, we understand it's a bear market right now. Yes, things can change. But I think this project personally has endless opportunities. I think with the more, companies use animation, more, companies use CGI, other type of things for movies, TV shows, because that's really what the future is going to be. No one's really going to, have sets anymore. Everything's going to be CGI. Everything is going to be, something generated from a computer. I think this is where it comes into play. GPUs are, okay right now. They can get bogged down pretty quick. So realistically, this has some serious potential, not just for movies, but I could also see video games. There's a lot of space that they can go to with, with what they do. But realistically, Tech News Leader, BitNation, and Price Prediction all agree with us. We see about a 15x in the next 7 years or so. In 2024, we're looking at about $3.72 all the way up to about $5.31. In 2026, we're looking at about $7.60 all the way up to about $9. In 2028, we're looking anywhere from about $13 all the way up to about $19. And in 2030, we're looking at about $16, $17 all the way up to $40. And, like I said, Leo, realistically, this is a very big possibility. I think, once the market turns around, and even, the big thing right now too as well is the writer's strike, the actors being on strike. No one's doing movies anymore right now. So yes, this is also hurting this coin too as well. So there's a lot of external factors, but when things go back to normal, I really see this coin really picking back up and doing very well. It's just a matter of time before we're out of the bear market, and who knows when the writer's strike and the actor strike will be over. But hopefully once that's over, they'll start creating movies again using animation, etc. And then, this coin will explode again. But that's all I really have for today. I just wanted to remind you guys to don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on the video. But that's it for me today, Leo.
Thank you so much, Colton, and thank you all, and see you for our next video on Kryptonite channel.
I hope this video helps. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.
If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel, and if you like the video at the end, click on the thumbs up.